And thank you for choosing us. I'm Steve Irvin.
And I'm Stephanie Hockridge. Some troubling details tonight from the full investigation into the deaths of the 19 firefighters in Yarnell.
And some haunting video that was just released showing the hotshot crew right before they were overcome by the flames.
I was just saying I knew this was coming when I called you and asked her what your comfort level was. I could just feel it, you know.
This is the final video of the Granite Mountain hotshots less than an hour before they were killed fighting this Yarnell Hill fire. The video and photos recovered from the camera of hotshot Christopher McKenzie. Today, investigators released their 120-page report into the deaths of these firefighters.
And we have live team coverage in Prescott. Navita Fergani talked with the families of firefighters. Elizabeth Irwin spoke with community members in Yarnell. But we begin with investigator Dave Biskobing, who has all the details on this massive report. Dave?
Steve, after months of waiting, the report still leaves too many questions, including the most important one. Investigators couldn't tell us why the hotshot crew ended up where they did.
The 19 firefighters that moved down to that safe zone, that information is with them. It's not with us.
This team spent 3 months investigating, yet the fundamental question remains. Why did 19 Granite Mountain hotshots leave a safe zone, lose sight of the fire line, and descend into a dangerous canyon where they lost their lives?
That decision-making process went with those 19 men.
In a 90-minute news conference, including a video presentation of the facts, the investigators assessed no blame for what happened. Their 120-page report concluded there was no indication of negligence, reckless actions, or violations of policy or protocol. Yet the report did find significant issues involving communication. Those issues include a total communication blackout for the crew for more than 30 minutes, radio issues that prevented the hotshots from talking to other crews, or air support. And that's something that may have proved deadly. In the final minutes of the hotshots' lives, a large air tanker was ready to drop retardant, but couldn't get in touch with the crew to find their location.
You know, my first step is to make sure this report gets out to all the wildland firefighters here in Arizona and across the nation.
The panel released several recommendations, including a call to find a better way to track fire crews when they're out covering thousands of acres.
We put GPS units on our individual firefighters. We have a better way to track them.
Dave Biskobing, ABC 15. If one of the recommendations is to better track these crews and perhaps put GPS with them, rather than a recommendation, that seems so simple. Why wouldn't we just do that right now?
I agree the thought is simple, but we need to make sure that it works and it's something that all agencies can use. So
more time, more waiting, and investigators say even though their work is over, they hope the effort to explain this tragedy and prevent others won't end.
And what took place will be a process that will be studied for years to come, and we know that.
Investigators couldn't say how long it will take to implement any of these recommendations, only saying that local, state, and national crews need to get together to sort out some of these issues, especially related to communication. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15 News.
Yeah, really the whole point of this report was to try to find ways to prevent a tragedy like this in the future. Thank you, Dave.